I went to a game there once, a long time ago.
I went to a Vikings Packers probably 15, 18 years ago.
This was a preseason game. They played the Buffalo Bills, and they had a rookie by the name of O.J. Simpson.
Wow.
No kidding. Man,
I didn't think you were that old.
no kidding. No kidding. Let's start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Christina, do the roll, please.
Fish, Johnson, Marceau, or sorry, I should do Cole, Lawrence, Marceau, Steen, Mayor Buck.
Here. You've got the agenda. Um, Any additions or corrections, or I'll look for an approval?
Move to approve.
Motion second to approve the agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. You have the minutes from the October 3 and October 7 meetings. No additions or corrections. I'll look for a motion on that.
So moved. Second.
Motion second to approve the minutes. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've got claims on pages 11 through 13. Had a chance to look them over. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll look for a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion second to approve the claims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We don't have anything on the consent calendar. And so we'll move to visitors and timed items. This is an opportunity for anybody that would like to visit with the council about any particular issue, whether it's on the agenda or not on the agenda. If it's on the agenda, you might want to wait till later, but if you want to talk now, this is your time.
Hi, Mindy Hansen, 317 Switchgrass Trail. I wanted to come to the council and address everybody and let them know I am the person who took out the petition to put the Ironwood second entrance to a public vote. As a taxpayer, it is important that our voices are heard. I have been taking signatures and have been asked many, many times as to the reason why this sudden change from the CIP, from long-term planning for a second entrance at Ironwood. Could give them no answer because I don't know what the answer would be. And in that course, I went back and I listened to the minutes of the meeting last time when you guys discussed what was going on. And just kind of going around the horn here, Mr. Johnson really didn't express any opinions on one way or the other about why he was voting to get rid of the second entrance and to do the changes that were going on. He did state that he wanted to make sure that there was 3 lanes down to the parking lot, which goes right past fields H and I, if I am correct, where all the little kiddos play. So you're going to increase the traffic by those fields there. So kind of a safety again, but he did not address anything with safety of getting in and out of the park. Mr. Lawrence, I know he's not here, he's on the phone. He thought that we could get the biggest bang for our buck and wanted to make the park look attractive. Again, nothing was safety. Nothing was said about getting people in and out of the park quicker, faster, easier. His concern was mud on people's cars going back to their houses. That was his statement and his quote. Mr. Steen, I understand, your place that you want to shine it up, that you wanted it to be attractive for other people coming in and out of town, from other towns to use our baseball park. Totally agree with you. And if we had all the money in the world, I would be all for that. One of the comments that you made that really did disturb me was, we're going to pave the road down to there, but obviously hockey would have to pay their own parking lot. And I'm just wondering why taxpayer money can be used to pave a baseball softball parking lot, but obviously hockey would have to pave their own parking lot. Didn't sit very well with me, hasn't sat very well with a lot of the hockey parents that I have talked to regarding that. I think it's unfair that if we're using taxpayer money to pave one parking lot, we probably should use taxpayer money to pave all parking lots. I don't know that there's any obviously about it. I liked your idea to work with developers to have them help put in the second road entrance down there, But when is that gonna happen? That could be 3 years, could be 7 years, could be 15 years. And we are stuck at a park with unsafe entrance and exits. So I like the idea, but I think it's unrealistic in the short term. And I know I'm on the clock. To address Mr. Cole's comments, he wanted to enhance the park, but he was okay to do it without curb and gutter. Curb and gutter is a big part of the project. It saves along the lifetime of the parking lot, the road, and everything else that is going on. So to do it without curb and gutter is kind of doing a half-ass job, forgive my French. But why would we do that? And I was surprised with his police background that he would be encouraging the council and the city to push traffic into a residential neighborhood. He was very specific that there would be a right turn lane and a straight turn, or straight lane, or a left turn lane. So you were pushing traffic through a residential neighborhood. I spoke to a lot of those residents on Glenwood and Nicholas this weekend. None of them were excited about having more traffic and more speed down their roads. In fact, they were very, very upset about it. One lady told me she was looking to sell her house because the traffic is so bad during the summer that she's afraid of her kids playing out in the sidewalk and in the front yard. So I'm not exactly sure from a safety standpoint. Again, you did not bring up safety. Chief Cole did not really bring up safety. He just said, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to push more traffic down residential roads. So I was just very, very disheartened in listening to the council that you disregarded Park Board's recommendation. You discounted city staff opinions. When a council member tried to bring up the city staff opinions and engineers' reports, he was kind of cut down and asked that since he wasn't an engineer, kind of made it seem like it wasn't really important since he was not an engineer. We did receive a memo that said DGR says overall adding a third lane may not improve traffic flow through the park. I don't know if you guys had that, but we had it, and it is out there. So if we are going to spend $2.9 million plus on something that may not improve traffic flow through the park, it seems like a waste of money. Everybody I have talked to has said the second entrance has been on the CIP and on the radar for years. 30 plus years from one person that I talked to. So I am doing the petition. I would ask everybody who is able to sign it, to put it to a public vote, so that taxpayers can decide what is the safety for the citizens at Aspen Park. Any questions?
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else have any comments for the council? Okay.
Can we respond at all, or is that not, that's not
No.
the time?
Typically, we
Yeah.
don't.
Sure. I guess I just wanted more for on the record, the obvious statement from mine, I'm just speaking only for me. The obvious that I came from for hockey is under their agreement that they have with the city, they are paving it. So the obvious part that I was saying, Mindy, is that it's already under our agreement that they're taking care of their parking lot. So the obvious part is that's the agreement we have with them, that they're taking care of theirs. So that's, I guess, the only clarification I had.
Okay, we'll move on. We don't have any public hearing. And old business, we have a second reading of ordinance 714 to rezone track 9 of Berkman's Addition on pages 14 through 21.
This is the property for the new elementary school. Second reading.
A motion and a second to approve ordinance 714, the rezone of track 9 of Brookman's addition. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Committee reports, golf course. We've had the discussion on rates. Do we want to move forward with that this time?
If you have any questions for Andrew, if not, we'll get a resolution prepared with these rates for the next council meeting.
Yeah, you have both, our rates compared to, our closest golf courses in the area, and then the proposals on the next sheet. So if you guys have any questions, happy to answer them, otherwise, we'll, yeah, like Brian said, we'll get a resolution ready for next week, or 2 weeks from now's meeting.
All right. Good job. Questions?
So comparing, that's what all of those other courses charged this past year, right?
Right,
Do
these
we
are
know,
all
are
the
they going
24
up?
rates. The couple I've talked to think they're maybe going up a
Okay.
little bit, but not much.
Okay,
They also, a couple told me last year they weren't going up and they had $6, $7 increases,
Right.
so.
so we're probably still,
Well,
if we
we'll-
accept these.
We'll be kind
pro-
of the middle, I would say
Right.
the middle ground,
Yeah.
yeah, which
Okay.
is okay place to be. A lot of these, Sioux Falls Golf and Great Life have way more season pass or memberships than we do. So they really hit the daily fee hard because they don't have much room for their season pass players. Where we do really well with the daily fee. We've got a pretty good balance between that and season passes right now.
And I know you explained it to us on Thursday, but maybe just for on the record, explain the reason why our golf, the carts are going
Yeah.
up. And then I'd also like maybe just hit on total numbers this year, rounds played, those kind of things.
Yeah, so like rounds played for this year right now, we're just over 25,500 right now, which is really good. Consider we lost 2.5 weeks in our peak season. So I'm happy with that. We're gonna get close to last year's numbers as far as rounds. Revenue's a little bit behind, just based on losing those. We lost 3 events out of that, and then, yeah, that end of June and 4th of July revenue there, so that was pretty tough. But otherwise, overall, it's been a really good year, again this year, really happy with that. Cart rate wise, our current cart lease, and we knew it at the time, we got a sweet deal on that. We're getting, and that's up at the end of the year, so we'll be getting a new fleet next year. We're looking at about a 60,000-ish increase on our payment on that. So all these, rate increases, when the overall, we'll make up about 60,000 revenue on that if all the numbers, in a perfect world, they're all the same. So it's not like we're raising it and gonna make a whole bunch more money. It's just gonna cover our expenses we have. So, and those are the daily fee, it's a $3 increase, which puts us at the same that everyone else is charging for carts now. And then season, lease wise, it's $100 per. And we still have our early buy, 15% if you buy early in November, December. So then you're looking at an $85 increase on that, so.
Okay, any other questions? Unless I hear something different, I'll say, go ahead and write it up.
We'll have that for you next meeting. Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
good job. Parks and Rec, got the work report on page 24. We got a quote for a skid loader. Bring us up to speed on that.
Hello. Yep, we are wanting to buy another skid loader. We're not getting rid of one, so we're upping it to 2 now. We've just found that the way we separated things this year, I have a full-timer at Aspen more now and a full-timer at McCarty. They both need to use a skid loader quite a bit. This will solve a lot of those sharing issues. And then if we ever get a winter like we did 2 winters ago, the Kubotas can't go through that snow and you need skid loaders anyway. So this will hopefully just solve a lot of those issues for us. And it's the same footprint size as ours because it has to get up and down sidewalks and things like that. So that's about as big a size as we can get and still do snow on sidewalks.
It's in budget.
Yep, it's 64,000 and change, and it comes with a bucket and a V-blade for snow.
Okay.
I'd make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Second that.
Motion and second to approve the skid loader quote. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Lighting project for Aspen Park. We have a quote on that.
Yep, this is more or less a continuation of the project we started this past spring. We did Field B. We had a little bit extra to start on Field C, so this will finish off Field C and give us a jump on Field D, which will help because Field D is a bigger field. It's gonna need 6 poles rather than the 4 that these ones have been doing. This is through, must go through Sourcewell. So ideally, I'd like to keep this going for a long time till we get them all done, so.
And these don't have like the timer system on them where they automatically turn off at a specific time. Does the actual associations have to turn them off when they're done?
No, so these are all, the associations are given a code, and so we can then keep track of who's turning them on. We do have them set off to go off at 11, but they turn them on, they can turn them off. So then, yes, random people, you can't just walk down to the field and turn lights on anymore.
And we're in the budget.
Yep.
Yeah, both of these are the 2025 budget, so they'll
Okay.
get them ordered now and delivery after the first year.
Move to approve.
Motion second to approve the Aspen Park lighting project. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Aspen Park Road and parking lot, project design proposal, we've got that on hold.
It's on hold. DGR has submitted a design proposal for the Aspen Park and parking lot project, with the petition that's currently circulating. The due date for that is November 5th. So until that petition comes in, I would recommend not acting on the or the DGR proposal until the second meeting in November.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we say at the briefing meeting that if the petition comes in, there won't be anything that happens in 25?
Correct. If the petition is submitted on time with the appropriate number of signatures, it will go on to the 2025 municipal election ballot, which would determine which way to, next spring, which would
Okay.
determine which project would get done. And then, of course, we'd have to finalize plans for either one. So realistically, construction would take place for whichever project in 2026.
If money's available.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. We'll move on, nothing to vote on there. Public safety, holiday parade of lights request.
VFW would like to sponsor the Holiday Parade of Lights on November 30th. Same route and staging areas as previous years, staging at the high school, coming down Holly to Main, and then coming south on Main.
I'll look for a motion to approve. Or deny, I guess.
Second.
Motion second to approve. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've got a quote for, 2 patrol vehicles.
Correct, same thing, trying to get ahead of the curve on ordering equipment. This will be for the 2025 budget, but these are state bids through Lamb Motors. Total cost for the 2 2025 Ford Explorers is $50,120. I think we've got $51,000 in the budget.
All right. I'll look for a motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion second to approve the 2025 patrol vehicles. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Administration, we've got Resolution 32-24, transferring bid proceeds. Kind of a no-brainer.
Correct, the bid district has been defeased. This is the balance in there, recommended that it be transferred to the general fund, $21,826.82.
So we'll need a motion on that. Motion second to approve Resolution 32-24. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have a raffle request by Brandon Valley Cheer and Dance. Does anybody have a problem with that? Otherwise, we'll move on. All right. Streets, we've got the work report on page 49. We've got core area phase 2B pay application. Tammy.
The project is almost complete. They have everything paved and concrete is done, and they just did some seeding, so now it's just a little bit of cleanup work.
Yeah, it looks nice. Finally. been a long summer.
I would, move to approve.
Motion second to approve the Core App, 2B pay application. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Tree trimming and removal project. We've got, change order number 1 on page 58.
So we combined these two projects this year and bid them out as one project. We had 65,000 in the budget, and then it came in really low at $25,100. And so we did add some removals and whatnot to it. So the change order has quite a few different options on there of what additional work that he did.
Two motions, one to approve the change order for $33,790,
Yep.
and one to approve the final contract amount of $58,890.
We'll move on change order number 1.
So moved.
Motion and second to approve change order number 1. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then that motion carries, then, pay application number 1 and the final.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've got the 2025 concrete pavement repair project approval bid.
So this is a construction project for next year, but we want to bid this one out early so that we know how much is left over in that street maintenance budget, so we can figure out our slurry seals.
All right. I'll look for motion on that.
Would move to approve. Second.
Motion second to approve the 2025 concrete pavement repair project.
Are you seeing bids coming in pretty good lately? I mean, and a lot of things you're bidding out right now?
Yeah, I think they're slowing down just a little bit, and this nice weather helps because a lot more contractors are getting the projects done and not rolling into next year, so. Yeah.
We've got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Water and sewer. We've got the Big Sioux Drainage Pay App number 2.
This is the project that's in the Big Sioux Rec area. They are almost done with it already, so pretty soon we'll have the trail back open and hopefully one more month and then they'll be wrapping it up.
Okay, we'll look for a motion on that.
So moved. Second.
Motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Water treatment plant. Change order number 8. Oh, that's a big one, page 67 to 113. I'm sure you've all read it.
Yeah, there's a lot of items within this change order. 6 different items. If you wanted, Austin is here, he could run through those. Maybe. A lot of them are pretty small, some of them are deducts, and there's one that's a little bit larger with a little bit of,
As long as you're taking
Relocation
care
for
of it, I'm
piping.
okay with it.
Yeah.
All right,
I'd love to hear though, a little bit just on timelines and everything. I know you're asked 41 more days. Is that the ask? Any way you can kind of just give the residents a little idea when we're hoping to complete this project and get it up and running?
I'm not quite sure on project timeline right now, but the 41 days I know is because since we're getting close to completion date, contractors are usually adding time for procurement with these changes. So that's what I know.
so just to kind of add on to that, right now, the completion date or the substantial completion date is November 6th. With this one, it would be January 2nd. They are having a problem finding some materials, or not finding, but getting the materials. They've been ordered for quite a while. Once the materials come, then they have to do a series of tests after that before we can actually finish the project. There's a couple other items, such as they need to shut the water treatment plant down for a small amount of time, but we're still using over 1 million gallons a day. So we've kind of been pushing the contractor back, and some of those are out of all of our control. So once the water usage goes down, we'll probably have another time extension for them, plus this 41 still done before June, when our water usage goes up. That's our main goal.
Okay, where are we at on change order number 8?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion second to approve. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. And we've got pay app, number 23. Also on water treatment plant. All right. Any questions, or I'll look for a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion is second to approve pay app number 23. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Westview Drainage Project approval to bid.
So last time we approved the proposal to, design this. I would really like to bid this out early here so that the contractor could still start working on it this winter. They're going to remove a bunch of trees and then do some regrading, and a lot of that work is better to do in the wintertime when the ground's frozen. And then in the spring, they can come back in and seed it.
Okay.
Second.
Motion is second to approve the, project approval, to bid the project. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Proposal for phase 2 of the citywide storm sewer model.
Right now, we are finishing up phase 1, which is the east side of town, and then, that project also included some FEMA cleanup too with our new risk maps. So the north area here, would be for next year. I do expect a little bit more issues in this area just because we know, like Redwood, it floods there right by Split Rock. We have our flash flood area. So hopefully this can model it and we can see where the majority of that flow is going and then see if we can have some recommendations to either fix that or change that in the future.
Is this something we need a motion on?
Yes.
A motion on the proposal then for phase 2 of the citywide stormwater. I'll look for a motion.
Second.
Motion is second to approve. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Don't have any new business, and to my knowledge, we don't have a need for an executive session. And so I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.